Before we begin, Chris and Rosie asked me to make a quick announcement on their behalf. Just a little housekeeping. If you look around, you'll see that we have wonderful photographers who are here to capture all of these beautiful moments. So they kindly ask, check your phone, make sure you're where you need to be, but then please put them on silent and kindly put them down. And just be here in the moment. Don't worry, these fine people have assured me that they're going to take amazing pictures and that your faces will look absolutely beautiful without your phones in front of them. Thank you. can all be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is David Schell, and I have the honor of officiating this ceremony today. For those of you who don't know me, I am Chris's oldest brother, which means I have had the privilege of watching this kid with endless energy grow into the confident, kind, and caring man that stands before you today. Today, we're not just celebrating the joining of these two people, but we are celebrating the joining of our families, the Faustins, the Shells, the Farrells, the Hendersons. This moment is about more than a marriage. It's about connection, shared history, and new beginnings. Chris and Rosie wanted everyone here to know that you're not just witnesses. You are a part of this union. Your love and support and presence have helped shape who they are, and your continued friendship will shape the life that they build together. Chris and Rosie's story is quite interesting. It goes a little something like this. Chris was trying to be manly. Rosie was playing hard to get. And while this might seem familiar, you have to understand that these two have a mindset that when something is worth doing, it's worth overdoing. So Chris's version of manly was to see if he could stop a truck with his bicycle. And would you believe it worked? He even lost his shoes in the process. But, you know, why do you need shoes when you can't walk? There was a witness on the scene, Kate, and she plays a big part in this. Not only was she Chris's first responder, she played traffic cop, apparently kept Wendy's business open. She played family detective. She found my brother Drew and got a hold of him. But the most important thing was that she gave testimony to her friends, one of which is our lovely Rose Faustin. And like most, Rosie had never heard of anyone who tried to take on a truck with their bicycle. But she must have been impressed. However, she was not going to let Chris know this, because when he showed up to her coffee shop, she rewarded him for his bravery with a big, warm, solid thumbs up. Well, Chris determined to walk again. He bought some new shoes, and he decided, what better way to get back on one's feet than to trudge 2,000 miles and walk the entire Appalachian Trail? Now, I'm a little bit of a hiker, so he called me for some guidance, and I said, Chris, have you ever camped? Like slept outside? Of course not. So like a good big brother, I drove down south. I gave him my camping gear. I wished him good luck. I told him, please don't fight any bears and don't lose your shoes. Now Rosie, still playing hard to get. She kept her options open, and a job in DC had fallen through because of COVID. But she decided to give some consideration to this guy who likes to fight trucks and bears. So she hopped in her white Jeep, drove the whole way to New Hampshire, and then she hiked the hardest section of the Appalachian Trail with him. Now afterwards, she left Chris to finish the trail. But this is when she did the bravest thing I've ever heard. She drove to Pennsylvania, and by herself, alone, without Chris, introduced herself to our parents and planted her flag. I told you it was interesting. Love isn't about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone whose imperfections fit perfectly with your own. It's about choosing every day to share your life with someone who makes you better. Not by changing who you are, but by helping you become fully yourself. Chris and Rosie have that kind of love. The kind that balances humor with depth, adventure with comfort, independence with unity. They lift each other up, and they make every day together something worth celebrating. There is something deeply spiritual about two people who decide to walk through life together. Love connects us all. It's the force that gives us meaning. Some call it faith, others the universe, and others simply the power of love itself. Whatever we name it, it's the same energy that brings us all here today. To witness, to support, and celebrate. At this time, Chris and Rosie would like to invite Mary Faustin, Rosie's mother, to come forward and lead us in a blessing of the hands. This blessing is a reminder that these hands are the ones that will hold each other in love and support through every chapter of their lives.
Rosie and Chris.
Buttercup blows.
I know this because I have been blessed. These are the hands of your best friend. Young and strong and full of love, holding yours on your wedding day. As you promise to love each other for today, tomorrow, and forever. These are the hands that will work alongside yours as you build your life together. These are the hands that will love and cherish you through the years, and with the slightest touch, will comfort you like no other. These are the hands that will comfort you when fear or grief fill your mind. These are the hands that will wipe countless tears from your eyes, tears of sorrow and tears of joy. These are the hands that will tenderly hold your children and help you to hold your family as one. These are the hands that will give you strength when you need it. And these are the hands, when wrinkled with age, will still be reaching for yours, still reaching for still giving you that quiet tenderness, that same unspoken tenderness with just a touch. Happy wedding day.
Chris and Rose have written their vows, and they would like to share them with each other and all of us at this time.
All right, Chris, we've come a long way from the two kids we were in summer of 2020. You've grown from someone who is constantly seeking the next best thing to someone who is able to make the most out of what is in front of him. As we stand here today, I've never been more confident in and proud of the man in front of me. When you think of Chris, you think of his most obvious characteristic, his ability to endure, the ability to do hard things for long periods of time. Yes, he hiked the AT in 102 days, and yes, his favorite Saturday morning activity is riding his bike 100 miles, but believe it or not, his ability to endure does translate outside of his athletic endeavors. The summer we lived in Arizona, he spent countless hours learning to play canon and D on the piano. And he stuck with the early mornings and tough hours in the coffee industry long enough to make a fulfilling career out of it. Earlier this year, we were trying to determine when we'd be ready to buy a house, and Chris thought so long and hard, I really thought he was going to crack. You give everything you do all that you have, and that will make you an incredible father. Chris is also honest, even when I wish you weren't. And your honesty materializes less so in a I would never tell a lie kind of way, and more so in a can I share my stream of consciousness with you kind of way. I love that there isn't one thing that runs through your head that you wouldn't share with me. And you've taught me to do the same. You've got a mind that's constantly calculating, reevaluating, processing, and taking on new perspectives. And your honesty demystifies all those inner workings, such that I never have to question where you stand. Your intentions are so clear to me, and I trust you like no other. That honesty will make you an excellent husband. Finally, your desire to connect with people is so innate. You ask just the right questions with just the right warmth that it cracks people wide open. You have a genuine curiosity to know the person in front of you just a bit better than you did the day before. It doesn't matter who. I watched you do it with my 94-year-old grandmother. I watch you do it with our closest friends. And I watch you do it with every single person who walks through the doors of Jubala. And that you give them that same unwavering, genuine hospitality and openness. It's uncanny, it's incredibly powerful, and it's the reason why this room is overflowing with people who have become so dear to us. It's simply my favorite thing about you. And also, you're funny. I love you. I'm so excited to commit to walking through the rest of this life with you. I promise to treat your ambitions as my own. I promise to be honest with you as you have always been with me. I promise to raise our children to be just like you. And I promise to be sure we are here for a long time, so long as you promise to be sure we're here for a good one. Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, Rosie. I didn't see you there. Hope you are doing well. I would be a liar if I said that the night I met you, I didn't picture you standing in front of me today. I could have said nothing to the pretty girl at the party that brief moment our lives intersected, but I uncharacteristically did. And that one tiny decision led to all of this. Maybe 2 months into dating, the idea of marriage came up. You quoted your grandma Faustin and said, "When you know, you know." I was flattered. Then you asked me what I thought. I told you what every girl wants to hear. It was looking somewhere in the realm of 20 to 33% likelihood, and things are trending well. I could see the anguish come across your face. Quickly, I explained my rationale. How every year, every life event, our companionship grows, and marriage is the ultimate commitment of companionship. I drew a little graph on a whiteboard with the yearly projections, and I could see your anguish turn into excitement. I too was excited to talk myself out of that one. I liked how every few months you would ask where our numbers were at. But what I love is how nothing brings you more excitement than a challenge and a belief in yourself. The thrill you get when I call you at work to tell you that I accidentally invited over 14 people to our house for dinner tonight, and we need to make 8 pizzas from scratch using your grandmother's recipe because that's what I advertise. Or when I tell you that we will have to hike an extra 10 miles tonight because I did not realize that we were not allowed to camp above the tree line. The sun is going down, it is getting cold, so we better leave right now. Here, eat these 6 Hershey bars. They will make you feel better. However, the trait that makes me long for you is the way you treat others and put anyone before yourself, always. I notice the way you think about our friends, our family members, our dog Lucy. You wouldn't just down 6 Hershey bars for me, but you would probably do it for everyone else in this room. Because you are uniquely selfless. We are all so incredibly lucky to have you in our lives, but I would say that I am the luckiest because I know I will have you for the rest of my life. Rosie, I promise you a lifetime of honesty, respect, and companionship for both you and the family we build together.
These rings are a symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Simple, strong, and eternal. Chris, let me give you hers. As you place this ring on Rosie's finger, please repeat after me. Rosie, with this ring,
Rosie, with this ring,
I promise to love you always.
I promise to love you always. What am I doing now?
There you go.
Rosie, as you place this ring on Chris's finger, please repeat after me. Chris, with this ring,
Chris, with this ring,
I promise to love you always.
I promise to love you always.
Chris and Rose, you have built a relationship on trust, laughter, and genuine love. You have created something strong, grounded, and real. By the love that you share and the power vested in me, by the great state of North Carolina, it's my honor to pronounce you husband and wife. Chris, you may kiss your bride. May your life together be filled with joy, laughter, and abundance of small, beautiful moments. May you continue to be each other's biggest supporters, truest friends, and safe place. And may the love that surrounds you today continue to grow stronger with each passing year. It is my great pleasure to introduce, for the very first time, Chris and Rose Shell.